Wait, one second, trying to record. That should be recording now. Okay, hello and welcome back to Trans Memes. Hopefully you're all doing okay today. As I say, it's been a little while since our last one. This is number 4, or number 5. Am I lost track already? I'm not sure. I am not sure. My brain just does not work these days. Alright, so we might as well jump right in. I cast invert your dong. You know, what a great way to start this episode off, I tell you. Text a friend I haven't had contact with to erase my dead name from memory. Can. Replies only on one condition. Panic. Only if I do the same for him. That is very wholesome, I tell you. Now you have a new friend. Well, it's your friend, your same friend, but you know, they have developed too. Now you have a friend that relates to you. Oh, thinking ahead. 3D over here. In honor of Pride Month, I propose aggressive pride flags. Kiss women. Someone please date me. Reject my mortal slash men. This one's the funniest, I tell you. Yeah, I don't know, I just hate swimming. Alright, so I got some good advice for this, I tell you. I'm gonna black his out, and I'm gonna tell you something. Now, if you fake many, like, reports, I tell you. See, like, say like say like, you know, seals or something. You know, I was in Google, I tell you. I searched up. Okay. For some reason it gave me Yahoo again, I tell you. I did a rant in my last meme video, regular memes, about it, but you know, if you report, like, you know, like, oh, this animal's been seen at this, you know, place, at this beach, you know, you could probably decrease the amount of people that go to that beach, because people are gonna look up, you know, like, go to the Google reviews and all that, you know, put it there, go to, like, you know, the marine thingies, say, like, you know, this is, you know, out there in that water, you know, like, you know, maybe there's sharks, maybe there's crocodiles, you know, wherever you go in the world. Just, you know, do this, you know, report, say that, you know, there's sea lions or something, and that, you know, it's very dangerous, and then you can have the beach to yourself. Also, finding more secluded beaches and doing this, you know, is very intelligent, I tell you. Very intelligent. Alright, welcome back to the living. Alright, let us go and continue on. Do not say anything about this, you know, my little secret to you is, okay? The transgender kids are alright. The transgender study shows they have good mental health if they're allowed to be themselves. You know, quite true, you know, that's pretty true, that's exactly what happens, you know, if they're allowed to be themselves. If they're not, you know, you should, you know, say that, you know, they're not alright if they're not accepted. You know, they should do one of those as well after this. Make more sense. A trans guy given his old clothes to a trans girl, 2018 colorized. I won't wear them anyway. You can have them all. Not bad, I tell you. Not bad at all. Clang. Must have been, you know, quite loud. Have you guys ever seen how pretty girls are? Because holy gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Oh, please help me. This one had to be edited due to how many swear. 2 trans girls fighting about who is cute and valid, while failing to realize they both are 2020 colorized. Quite true, I tell you, quite true. They say money can't buy happiness, but it can help me get boobs. Quite true. Under construction, you know, they must have got the money. Or it's in development. Alright, next one. Made up genders. Ah, yes. As opposed to natural organic genders, harvested from the gender tree in the far-off mystical genderland, free-range gender, gluten-free gender, I can't believe it's not gender. Honestly, the term biohacking in reference to trans people accomplishes nothing except making transition then seem really, really cool. I'm in hacker voice. I'm him. That's probably one of the funniest jokes I've ever read. Alright, we finished off this, I tell you. Now I must finally check mark it, I tell you. I've not used the check mark in a little while, so it's kinda just, disappeared into the background of my, regular emotes. My girl classmate noticed I did a little makeup and started giving me advice. You know what, that's quite wholesome. That is quite wholesome. Thinking too much to think positively, the duality of trans. When someone around me realizes that they are trans, it's a cause for celebration. Figuring yourself out is an important, life-changing discovery, but I also find myself feeling bad for them. Our society often treats treats trans people, not I cannot very read, it's very small. The resolution did not go well on this one. People horribly, and so I never know how to respond. What I need is some sort of hybrid response that covers both extremes. Trans greeting, a work in progress. So happy for you at the very difficult time. Congratulations. Well, I cannot read that. Hallmark, call me. Way to go. Oh, no. Go, no. Good for you. Have no idea what you're getting into. Crack me up, I tell you. Alright. Thinking too much to think positively. Trans power makeup. We're gonna look so good. We're here for our makeup. I'm kinda nervous. I'm really new to makeup, so I just want to learn some basics that I can use at home. We can do that. Now, if you need me to repeat myself or explain something, be sure to ask, okay? Okay. 45 minutes later. Zan, you look great. We all look our best. Well, we all look great. I already forgot everything. Do not worry, my mind be bad too. Forget to think of a title. They say trauma can affect your memory. Huh? Really? Wait. I forgot to put detergent in. I just did an entire load of laundry without any soap. Well, yeah. Well, they do say trauma can affect your memory. They do. Cracks me up. Some recent developments. Squish. I have boobs. Yes, you have boobs. Are you gonna be done soon? I have to pee. Just a few minutes more. And now Voyager. You see, Mr. Spock, a woman, very much like a starship. Fascinating. Is there any other Star Trek on? I think we have Voyager. A woman in the captain's chair? I'm surprised you have the time. Yeah, have time. What with all that menstruating? Crazy, I tell you. How is this more thingy? The 90s were a weird time. Quite true. Quite true. It just, evolving. Sometimes backwards, sometimes forwards. Missionary impulsion. Look, you know what? I'm gonna need a magnifying glass. While I'm doing this. Dang, where'd my glasses go? Alright, you have to be, I have to be very quiet when I'm saying this, I tell you, because poop I clicked a button. I clicked a button. Said, we cannot longer see what was the last one. Go search it up for yourselves. It's too hard to read. Resolution sometimes does not want to work. You don't need to know my dead name for my backstory. You don't need to see my old self and flashbacks to know who I am. I am me. I'm trans. I've always been trans. There's no before. Quite true, quite true. As a MB, I'm nervous about, not around. It looked like around, about transition. Will I lose myself? Will I miss what I was? I want to transition to be a good sweet spot between the binaries. Not to go from one binary to the other, but to get away just a bit from the one I have. But I'm nervous about change, and about who I'll become. Oh, we're at the end already. Now, I do want to say something. I did say that I would go and, go to the most recent, ones that, we had. But, I kinda got busy and added a bunch more. Just for yous. All my appointments are set. I might finally have the potential to be comfortable and happy in the slash vessel. Loved ones discussing their disapproval of my lifestyle. So just me. Only one excited about the possibility of being happy. Terrible, terrible. Don't look at my boob. 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 I love you. Abracadabra. I'm transgender. Dang, it's disappeared. Magic, I tell you. Magic. Dang, I tell you, resolution never works. This must have been bands where, while trans surgery, that's and like, what if you change your mind? Something. When did you decide to be trans? Like, how do you even know? You just know. It's part of your binary. It's literally in your DNA binary code, I tell you. It's literally in there. We're just not going to let you see the day. Ah, this is a much better one. Well, Felix, when are you gonna have the surgery? It's kind of personal. I don't really wanna talk about it. And, like, what if you change your mind? When did you even decide to be trans? Like, how do you even know? Dad, you're gonna be transparent. Because you're going to disappear the second I say I'm trans. Oh, that's quite sad. Man plants. Man time 20. Yes. Grow, my little man plants. Grow. Oh, that cracks me up there. She, he. Dude, it's just a pronoun. Who even notices? Well, that's a lot of arrows popped out of you. I know they say, I took an arrow to the knee, that stopped the venture, but, that's a lot of arrows, I don't think it's going to put you down either. Maybe a little bit sad for a little while, but then it will be happy time. My daughter. What the? She. Thank you, miss. Hers. She's. Miss. Young lady. She. Girl. Her. My handsome man. Sniffle. Quite wholesome, I tell you. Quite wholesome. Online dating, I tell you. Alright, alright. Will I be able to read this one? I've known you my whole life. I'm pretty sure you're a girl. Sweetheart, that's not. You're a girl. I think it's point. Because it's very, you're a girl, you're a girl. Stop. Sometimes they just be there that close your legs when you sit. You look like a boy. The eyes, really, put it together makes it 10 times better. Because we think showing weakness is girly. Because we think a guy who is, a V is sad. Because we think a man who has a negative body image is unmanly. Reminder, your chubby cheeks, feminine voice, fuller hips and large chest doesn't invalidate your gender. Quite true, quite true. This Damien is a trans man. I just want to live my life like everyone else. This is Sky. Sky is also a trans man. Well, trans boy. Space child, soft boy. Gender is a feeling. I cannot read. I tell you, I really need my glasses. Don't interact. I think it says chum. It's a chum bucket. I tell you, it's a chum bucket. That's what this is all about. I knew, people were anti-chum bucket. Because, chum buckets, chum is actually fish. And so, no one goes there because they're literally just eating fish. So basically they're cannibals. But not really at the same time because fish, already eat other fish, Cisgender people are so boring. You don't need dysphoria to be trans. I bought a binder, so I'm a real trans boy now. Dysphoria is not a prerequisite to being trans, and pathologizing transness implies that it's a mental illness, which further stigmatizes a already vulnerable community by claiming you need dysphoria to be trans. That excludes trans people who are post-transition and no longer experience trans dysphoria. People who only experience social dysphoria or euphoria, and it's other trans people whose gender isn't defined by Western standards. Two-spirits. The trans community does not exist to gatekeep everyone who experiences their journey differently, and they're all valid. Quite true, quite true. So it's Jack now, huh? Yep. How's all that going? Pretty good. I've got a beer now. Cool. Not. Oh, okay. Dad, what's that flag? It's for trans people who are another gender than the one we thought they were at birth. Well, they're so lucky. I wish I could be a girl. Really? If you want, I can call you she to see how it feels. Parenting is making sure your child knows that they'll have your love and support whoever they turn out to be. Well, you're not making a clone of yourself. That's, one thing. So, a lot of people in, Scotland, they literally pump out like a literal clone of themselves, I tell you. It feels like, you're talking to the previous person, I tell you, a lot of the time, because they're literally the same. That's how close it can be sometimes. It'll be creepy sometimes. Don't look at them. They're boys who think they're girls. Or something gross. Can't even take the subway without this degeneration being shoved in our face. That's how these groomers recruit. Be careful who you hit. It might be someone you love. Terrible. I'm sorry, the appointment you waited a year for was cancelled again. There was another bomb threat at the Children's Hospital Gender Clinic. The votes have been counted, and the bill to make it illegal for families to support their trans child has passed 107 to 33. Library. Today, family drag story time. Boomer, we'll take your CrossFit away. Not sure. Can't read it very well. Oh, kids away. Ah, okay. Ah, okay. Why are trans people so obsessed with other people's children? Well, they won't be like, you know, a clone of you. Hopefully. Seems that, like, you know, happens quite a lot. And then that goes to the next one, and then it has someone, you know, in there that breaks, you know, the chain. I just don't want my children to learn about trans people. It does make me transphobe. Actually, it does. Man cannot be woman. It's simple biology. Saying that this doesn't mean I'm transphobe, but it does. I'm fine with trans people, but I don't think kids should be allowed to transition. Does that make me a villain? It most certainly does. Trans people shouldn't be allowed to teach children. It's just common sense. That doesn't make me a trans. Guess what? It does. Alright. Let me get very close. I don't feel a boy anymore. There. That's perfectly fine. Lucky. I am a woman now. That's good, sister. I am a man again. Go, bro. Stop this madness, sister. I'm a man. I apologize. Stop this madness, brother. I cannot read this, I tell you. I am neither now. That's fine, Loki. I am both this time. And that's alright too. You know, for out there, you know, supporting their fam, I tell you. Now that's what a good family member should be like, I tell you. I believe I am a galb. Believing I am who I am, who I choose to be, no matter my gendered characteristics. That is pretty good. Zip. Button. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Just how do you do your makeup to be so much nicer than mine? That's because I'm a real girl, critical hit. Make me a cat girl in my next life, sis. No! That's too overpowered to wish that. Hey babe, I think I'm pregnant. Confused GF noises. And they're twins. Look at these cuties. Cracks me up. At the start of my transition, I was scared of wearing femme clothes. I began with subtle things: a bra under my shirt, thigh-highs under my jeans, faint painted nails. But as I was going outside with those, I grew more and more confident in myself. Achievement get go outside with a bra. And today I just don't care anymore, and what people might think. You know, I've got pretty sick tattoos out there. The leaves are falling, the temperature's going down, 10 Celsius, 50 Fahrenheit. So that means comfy season's back. Quite wholesome. Nan, have a prescription to get estrogen? I'm sorry, can you speak up please? Same as always, you got it. Now. Alright. Well, you know what? What time are we at now? We're at 20 minutes? Dang. We ran out of time. I guess we'll have to watch. We'll see the next memes next time, I tell you. So, hopefully you enjoyed this. Have a nice day, safe, but subtle. Make sure to think of the right ones, very important. And bye, say thanks, have a nice day, bye bye.